being genuine as a DJ in this era can be difficult. But if I ask you, what type of music do you like? It is your opportunity to be very truthful. As I have played many of events, I've curated for corporations and projects that are out of my normal realm of doing. I must tell you that I am truly interested in what you genuinely feel comfortable with presenting. So if you're looking to play for an event that I'm curating or associated with, then I'm going to look at your body of work from a mix standpoint. If you don't have any mixes, that's not going to look good to me, because I want to listen to what I think you naturally think is dope. If you don't have any mixes on Twitch, if you don't have any mixes on Mixcloud or SoundCloud, if you have not compilated any playlist that's associated with your brand, then I'm going to assume that you don't have a brand. Is that a bad thing? I think it's a bad thing that if you don't have mixes as a DJ, you don't have any like up to date references for the work. That means that you're probably a general DJ, and I can tell you what I want you to play, and you just gonna play all the top 90s hip hop and R&B, all the top current Amapiano, all the top current and classic. Like, that's kind of jukeboxish. And I mean, I know that everybody else is turning into a jukebox, but as an artist and a curator, like, I'm gonna take, if you tell me that you're having a 90s hip hop event, I'm gonna take what I understand of that era and weave in and out of pockets based on my artistry. I think it's fair. I think that's what makes it genuine and authentic. I think that if I were going to hire you for an event that was house, I would want you to feel comfortable in your skin playing the music that exemplifies your love of that. And if it works based on the event, then it works. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But that doesn't mean go and play, oh, I got to make a mix and I got to make something that they like. So let me go to the page and scroll down and see what song she associated with the video for the content of the. Don't do that. Because that's like fake. I could talk to you about the fact that we have a group of people who are very rooted and in a particular demographic that might say that they want to hear certain eras of music, but that does not mean that they're not going to be open to the music that you want to present. I have an understanding based on who I am, and I have a body of mixes online. I'm always trying to stay within my brand of music that I feel good about presenting publicly. I love Amapiano. I love Amapiano remixes a lot. I love soulful house, not what is contemporarily seen as soulful house, but a soulful house that has Pevin Everett, that has Monique Bingham, that has Rona Ray, that creates the space, the fine line of the dance between live instrumentation and house music over the sterile, repetitious sample, right? It's got to be jazz driven and soulful and deep and sexy and rooted. Like, that's who I am. Do I always get to play that music when I'm in front of people wherever I am? Sometimes it gets wonky, because if I look out in the audience and I don't see the right group of people or whatever might be the circumstances based on, then I might have to throw them a line and play something that's kind of out of, to try to get them to acknowledge it. The other day I played in a room that I've played in for 3 years, and I was very unencouraged. In addition to the fact that I'm over my controller, which you don't need to know. But I was unencouraged and under inspired, and I did not feel good about my set because I was in a room of people who I knew had no musical wantings for what I wanted to present. They didn't want to hear what I wanted to. I did what I did. I did what I could do. But they didn't want to hear that. I know what they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear Beyonce, and they wanted to hear Tamia, and they wanted to hear all of these songs that are not, that I don't feel like. I don't want to be in the room predictable. I don't want to be in the space where I don't get to Shazam your songs and understand your language. I want to be in a room where I'm inspired to find and create and go back home and figure out how to mix those songs so that they make sense within the realm of music that I'm inspired and love. Does that make sense to you? I want it to make sense because some of y'all have no clue. You have no musical identities of your own. That means that you're a jukebox or an iPod or a Spotify playlist. And it's like saying you don't think for yourself. So that's where I am. I'm not going to give you any names, not going to give you any details. That's what you need to know in 7 minutes that I'm probably going to have to cut up.